Good morning, Brentwood High School, and welcome to the 2025 BHS Homecoming Parade. I'm Aiden Odom.
And I'm Anna Espenche. Thank you so much for watching. We have a ton of Bruins and Vikings out here showing support. Right now we're getting footage of the Homecoming Parade floats coming out of Granny White Park, and they're making their way to us.
Yeah, and we have some great crowds today from both Brentwood High School and Brentwood Middle School, but we are missing one special someone. Earlier this week, a dear friend and our classmate, Chethan Babu, died in an electric dirt bike accident. He was a sophomore and was really respected in the Brentwood community.
That's right. We dedicated our newscast to him this morning, and I believe we'll see a few tributes to him throughout the parade.
And the fire truck will be making its way down Murray Lane soon to open up this parade. And Anna, what was something you remember about homecoming last year?
I remember really enjoying the dance, getting to be with all of my friends, but also, as far as the parade goes, I loved the Brentwood girls soccer float and the junior float.
And it looks like one of our reporters, Oscar Wilhelm, had a great interview with Mrs. Medlin, the gifted education teacher, and she's been here since the school opened, and this is her last year. She's retiring. Oscar, what do you have to say about?
What year do you think has been your favorite homecoming parade so far?
Well, I would have to say it was the first year, because that was the first year.
Wow.
And I taught freshman English, so I was one of the sponsors of the freshman float, and we all worked, the faculty worked too, to get those floats together and show up in the football field and celebrate the very first homecoming.
That is just fantastic, Miss Medlin. Is there any particular shoot or any particular float that you would like to see?
Oh, I like them all. I really do like them all. I think everybody works so hard and everybody does such a good job on the floats that I'm glad I'm not a judge anymore. I used to judge them, and that was hard, very hard.
I think I speak for all Bruins when I say thank you so much for 50-plus great years. And is there any final message you'd like to give to the world?
Go Bruins!
We love Miss Medlin!
Woo!
Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. Love you.
Brentwood, so as the Brentwood band approaches marching down Murray Lane, we hear them playing their anthem as this parade gets set to go.
I see the fire truck just along the horizon.
Looks like the Brentwood band's leading them down their way as this parade gets kicked off.
They sound great. I know it's going to get a little bit louder though, so when they pass by, we're going to be a little quiet and let you enjoy the music.
So it looks like the police department is leading it off, going very slow. We still hear the band still going strong. And from what I've heard, the band is a very physically demanding activity. What do you have to say about that?
Definitely. I know marching band practices every single day for what, like 7:30?
Yeah.
They are incredibly good and put in a ton of work.
Yeah, and it really pays off. You can hear it in their performances, as it's great at football games, at pep rallies, and at the homecoming parade. They do a great job. All the work they put into it is clearly shown. Exactly.
They're performing later today at the pep rally, so we'll get to hear them a little bit. They have a drum line that comes out to start us off in the pep rallies, which is really fun, and I believe that they're also performing right now.
And we will hear them at the game tonight, so be there, James C. Parker Stadium at 7.
Against Shelbyville?
Yeah,
Is that
Shelbyville
right?
Central, our homecoming game. So
what's the theme?
The theme is Minions.
Okay, well everybody, you better be in blue and gold.
And speaking of Minions, looks like one of our reporters, Oscar, had an interview with Vector. So Oscar, what do you have for us?
My name is Oscar Wilhelm, and I'm here with...
Vector.
And how do you spell that?
Vecter. My real name is Victor, but I go by the criminal name of Vector because I commit crimes with both direction and magnitude. Oh, yeah.
Are you in theater? Because you seem to be something of an actor.
I'm not. I'm in the villain industry.
I'm sure I speak for the theater program when I say we would love to have you. Now, what float are you most excited to see during this homecoming parade?
I want to say the Despicable Me float, but I don't know. I like the float with the bees. I saw that there was going to be a float with the bees, but I don't know. I'm going to look forward to all of them.
All right, here comes the police. Here comes the police car leading the parade down. It looks like
The Brentwood High School SRO, courtesy of the Williamson County Sheriff's Department. We're extremely thankful to the SROs for helping keeping our school safe.
It looks like right behind her is the Grand Marshal, Lisa Moody. She's a former theater teacher, and she lost her husband, David Moody, last year, and it's really great to see her back on campus for the parade.
Yes, I had her freshman year. She was an incredible teacher, and we missed her a lot, but it's good to see you back out here.
And following her, the 2025 future Bruins. Why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
I see Spencer Jennings, David Jennings' son. He's an AP Euro and World History teacher. And also Ruthie Hohen, school secretary Linda Hohen's granddaughter. Ruthie's dad graduated from Brentwood High School. Y'all look so cute.
And here comes the band marching down Murray Lane, so we'll go quiet for a second, let you take in what they're doing. Their float seems to be, there's a lot of people on it. Seems to have a Western theme. They all have cowboy hats on.
This looks like they have a ton of energy. I love to see it. They play Monday nights. I think Phil was talking about making it to one of their games and filming it.
Yeah, and clearly they're pretty good this year with the 3-1 record, so we'll see if they can win next Monday for a game.
I'm counting on them.
And following them, our second float of the morning, the JV cheerleaders. They're coached by Amelia Northley, whose husband Jacob is a football coach.
They have 20 cheerleaders on their team, and it looks like they have a super cute theme. Bubbles and the big pom-poms. I absolutely love it.
Very festive. I love the theme there.
Yes, I like their little crowns with their names in the back.
And following them is in a cyber truck is the freshman class officers. Why don't you tell them a little bit about them?
It looks like we have JJ Leininger, Madden Jakins, Ellie Armstead, Parker Frizzell, Sirhas Bongati, Campbell Willie, and they're all STA representatives. They had to go through a whole election process to get here from their entire class.
And they're loving the
Yes.
Wiley's cam over there. Just after is our first class float, the freshman class float, Engage the Eagles.
Oh.
As you can see there, they have a Chethan Babu reference, the flag never forgotten.
Wow, beautiful. I love the little eagles flopping around, and we look all big and strong up there. Hello, looks like our freshman homecoming attendant, Lila Decker, with her date, McCallum Baxter.
Yeah, she's on the JV dance team, and she's also in theater and choir, so a very well-rounded student with a lot of hobbies and interests. And here comes the Brentwood High Thespian Society, and looks like they have a Minions theme going on. Their sponsors.
Oh, they're ready for the game. I love it. Yeah, as you were saying, sponsor Caleb Stone. There are more than 100 members in the state in this society. Their fall production is Rumors. Catch it at Brentwood High School, October 15th through the 19th.
Yeah, it's going to be a good production as they have 11 Spotlight nominations. So they're a very talented program.
Next up, I see the Brentwood High Choir. Their sponsor is Natalie Pratt. They have 140 members and 5 choirs that perform a variety of music.
Yeah, and they performed at some big sites, including Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, Walt Disney World, the Ryman, and the Nashville Symphony. And
Ms. Pratt wants us to tell you that all are welcome. Don't have to be a good singer. They love their energy.
Next up is the Brentwood Yearbook Club. They're sponsored by Jenny Moonshower, and they want to remind you to order your yearbook at yearbookcenter.com.
Prices go up September 30th, so don't miss out on the valuable memories. They do such a good job of putting it all together.
And here comes one of my favorite floats from last year, the Brentwood Robotics Club. What do you have to say about them?
Their sponsors are Curtis Haley and Dr. Roberto Marrero. Last year they brought home 5 awards in the Music City Best competition and more than 10 in the VEX competition.
Yeah, and 3 of their teams competed in the VEX Worlds last year. So very talented. They'll be trying to make a push back to Worlds this year.
I love their lightsaber Star Wars theme. I think that's really creative.
Here comes Brentwood High School Deco. Looks like they have a shark theme.
Ooh, the bubbles.
And their sponsors are Melissa Bayshore and Lisa Neese and Hunter Schmeisser, and they are the largest DECA chapter in the state. In fact, they were Chapter of the Year in 2024 and 2025.
We're also home to the DECA Tennessee State President, Anjali Babu, Chethan's older sister. I like the little blow-up balloons with the animals, so cute.
Coming up next is the Brentwood High School Art Club. What do you have about them?
Their sponsor is Catherine Davis. They create new projects every single way. Hi, Averly, I love you.
Art Club, very colorful float there, but
Yes.
moving on to the sophomore class officers, those are Nathan Lehman, AJ Lippy, Drew Hutchison, Christian Kelly, Adelaide Metzger, and Maddie Terry, and they do a lot for us.
They help run the pep rallies. They're here setting up everything for the sophomore class.
And here comes the sophomore class float, and as you can see, it's a Chethan Babu tribute.
Absolutely beautiful. The whole community, Brentwood community, came out and really put a lot of effort into this. He was absolutely beloved here, and I think that this whole tribute shows a lot about how the whole Brentwood community
And as you can see, we have a sign
misses
there
him.
that looks like a lot of sophomores wrote a message for him, which is very sweet.
Yes.
Following the tribute is the sophomore class attendant, Mia Carlson, and she's dating the sophomore varsity starting quarterback, Gavin Strang.
Wow, sophomore year. Next up, I see the Brentwood Mountain Biking Club. Their sponsor is Brian Popovich, and it looks like they also have Chethan's bike and a memorial to him. Absolutely beautiful. They have a Western theme going on.
They were one of the top teams in Tennessee cycling league with more than 30 riders.
I see seniors Violet Roche and Vivi Schaefer up there.
So basically what we're doing here is we have a big thing. We are honoring our rider. He recently passed away. His name is Chethan Babu. Here we have his bike and we have posters of him to honor his memory.
Awesome.
Coming up next is the Bruins hockey float. They're coached by Ethan Burrow.
I see the Bruins, yeah, this is the Bruins hockey team coming up here.
And apparently they're very scary. They're 6-time state champions. What do you have to say about them?
So I was talking to some of my friends from Franklin and Ravenwood, and they're scared to play them. So that says a lot. We're big rivals.
And here comes a really big float. What float is that?
It looks like we got the Bruin girls lacrosse team. Their coach is Heather Dobbins. They're 2025 TSAA Division I AA state champions.
And it looks like their theme is to extinguish the Eagles. So we'll see if we can do that tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we can. On a similar note, coming up next is the Bruins boys lacrosse team. They're coached by Colin Hart, and they were back-to-back state champions in 2023 and 2024.
I love to see the chillax theme. I think that's creative too. The rainbow lays are super fun. I see it's the Aqua Bruins swim team, coached by Kate Waddell. Swimmers train all around the Brentwood and Nashville area, and they spend hours in the pool working their butts off to do amazing every single year. I see the Bruins wrestling and wrestling cheer teams. Their wrestling coach is Damon Smith, and their cheer coach is Jillian Johnson.
Yeah, big float there. Looks like they have a Western theme.
Yeah. Find their schedule at brentwood.wrestling.com.
And following that is a special tribute from Chethan's friends for him. And it's just really special to see.
It was a last-minute addition last night. They wanted to pull something together to honor him, and it looks like it came together beautifully.
They have
I think two of his best friends are in the truck.
They have some of his jerseys. They have some of his baseball gear. It's really, really special float. Really means a lot.
Girls and boys tennis teams. Aiden, what do we have on them?
Yeah, so the girls and boys coach is Kristen Young. The girls were back-to-back state champs in 2024 and 2025.
Wow.
The boys were 2024 state champs and 2025 doubles state champs. Looks like there's a lot of boys and girls on the tennis team over there.
That's amazing. I see the BHS bowling team in a nice USA theme. Their coaches are Melissa Workman and Erica Powell. Last year, all bowlers participated in the individual state tournament, which is extremely impressive. They're amazing.
Yeah, and my cousin Max Matucci is a sophomore. He actually just recently bowled at 269. in a practice.
Wow, I don't know a lot about bowling. What does that mean?
So a perfect score is 12 strikes. He had 10 strikes and 2 spares. Very impressive, giving him such a high score.
Bruins softball team coach is Jesse Sant. They have great team chemistry, and they classify themselves as small but mighty.
Yeah, and their record last year was 18-6, so a very strong record. Looks like we have a college game day theme now for the Brentwood varsity boys baseball team.
Their coach is John Peck, and the assistant coaches are Chris Saunders, J.R. Graham, and Dylan Weinzak.
Yeah, very cool theme for them there with the college game day.
They have the only AAA state championship in Wilco, which is like incredible.
Yeah, and passing by now are our junior class officers, Cameron Work, Ava Sandberg, Rhea Teresia, Maddie Soders, Charlotte Wiley, and Anna Baxter-Vestovich. So we're very grateful for them once again.
They're going to be setting up prom because they're juniors.
And it looks like the junior class float's coming now. Eat the Eagles.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love that. And we're going to be eating them up tonight. Our junior attendant, Mary Alden Miller, and her date, Burke Arnold, are here, looking absolutely beautiful.
Next up is the girls cross country squad. They're coached by Lauren Doty and Chris Dimitra, and they have 3 sets of twins on the varsity team.
And they're also 5-time AAA state champions.
And they placed 13th in the U.S. at the Nike Cross Nationals last year.
Wow.
On a similar note, we have boys cross country coming up. They're coached by Chris Dimitra, and they placed 4th place at the 2024 state championship, and they recently placed 3rd in the varsity race for Saturday Night Fever.
They're pushing to be state contenders this year, and I have full confidence in them. Both of our cross country and in the spring track teams are amazing.
Here come the Bruinettes. What do you have about them?
They're coached by Lindsay Smith and Lori Quinn. They perform at all pep rallies. They're actually going to be here at tonight's pep rally and at the game. So come out and support them.
Next up is the Lady Bruins flag football. They're coached by Gabe Evans. This is their 5th year in the program, 2nd as a TSSAA sanctioned sport. Brentwood High School was one of 9 schools to start the statewide program, and they finished last year with a record of 6-8, so they're trying to improve on that record this year.
I heard that we also have a unified flag football team. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's a mix of special needs kids and non-special needs kids playing flag football. And here comes Bruins golf. They're coached by Chris Saunders, and they are back-to-back state champs and have won in 3 of the last 4 years.
Wow. They also won Battle of the Hermitage Invitational to kick off the season. Congrats, y'all. Varsity girls basketball. What do you have on them, Aiden?
Yeah, their coach, John Wilkins, they were 2025 district champions for the first time since 2007 last year.
Okay.
And here's the boys basketball team.
They're coached by Troy Crane. Crane's motto is play fast, shoot threes, and bring the habit.
And they competed in this 2024 state tournament last year. They had a record of 21-7 last year. And a lot of their guys came over from last year back this year, so they're trying to make a push for a state championship this year.
Full confidence, that's amazing. We're gonna live stream WBHS 9, all their games, and coming November, so catch it on NFHS and YouTube.
And the 30th float is the Lady Bruins varsity soccer team. They're coached by Maggie McLaughlin. They have 13 seniors on the team, and they have a record of 3-6 this year.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of Western themes. I think they've all pulled it off great.
And a lot of them do have tributes to Chethan, as that one has an LLCB on it. Looks like the next one's the boys soccer team, and they have a cooking theme.
Ooh, they're coached by Calden Feldhouse, ranked #1 on Max Preps in 2018 and 2023. Last year's record was 8-2-6. So hopefully they'll be able to pull that off.
Yeah, they're trying to move some of those ties into wins. And I love the cooking theme. They all have LLCB on their aprons. So.
Our first standing float too. Everyone's been sitting down, so that's cool.
Here comes Best Buddies.
Our sponsor is Sophie Brown. It's a club facilitating friendships between students with and without disabilities. And Aiden, tell me about their motto.
Yeah, their motto is friendship changes lives, so we include. It's a great message, and it's very nice of them and everyone involved to run this club. Sometimes special needs kids have a harder time finding friends because of various disabilities, and so having a club designed to find them friends that truly care about them is very inspiring.
I completely agree, and I love the superhero thing.
And here come the senior officers.
Look, so all these senior officers had to get elected into these positions. I see Noah Shalkovich, Ariana Yaz, Dave, he goes by Dave, Trevor Doyle, Jonathan King, and Brandon Lee.
Yeah, and their theme is to explode the Eagles.
That is definitely my favorite float by far of the day.
No, I like the junior float more.
And I love
like
the
the junior float
LLCB at the bottom with the heart.
And
amazing.
Here's our first senior attendant, Avon Calvert.
Avon looks absolutely gorgeous. By her side is her date, Jack Babb.
Right behind her is another senior attendant, Lainey Frizzell.
With her date, Liam Engelhart. I love the red car, that's super sick.
And right behind them is another senior attendant, True Harwell. Joining her is Ada McAdams.
Look absolutely stunning. I love her dress, and this car is also really cool. We have a lot of cool cars coming around.
Here's another one coming down. We have another senior attendant, Josie Reinbold.
With her date, Jackson Allen, and also another super cool car. We have two Mustangs back to back coming down.
Looks like very similar cars, yeah.
All of these girls had to get voted by the entire senior class to be up here, and one of them will be crowned homecoming queen tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like our final one is Jessica White, headed to homecoming with Hudson Hill.
Love it.
34th float of the day. We have Lady Bruin Volleyball. They're coached by Sarah Rucker, and they are ranked #1 in the state on match prep at the start of the season. So they're pushing for a state championship this year.
And I mean, I think they're gonna get it because they have 6 seniors on the team committed to playing in college already. Samaria Washington, Eliza McKnight, Daisy Oatsfall, Queen House, Lauren Duncan, and Lindsay Large.
And here comes a big float. We have the 2025-2026 varsity cheerleaders. They're coached by Mandy Bysack, and they have 29 varsity cheerleaders led by 10 seniors. Their team captains are Brooklyn Duncan, Chelsea McLean, and Maddie Robbins.
I love the cloud theme with all of their names in the back, and that's a cool semi. That's our first one of the day. At UCA camp, all superior evaluations from this team, and the camp champions, and 7 All-American awards. There are TSAA state championships in 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024.
And here comes the football team. They're coached by Clint Finch. Their record on this year is 2-2. They're trying to make that 3-2 heading into their game against Shelbyville Central tonight. You can find that at James C. Parker Stadium at 7 p.m. tonight.
Beavers Minions, dress up and be there.
Or you can find it on WBHS 9 on YouTube or on NFHS. But try to be there if you can.
That was our last float of the day, unfortunately, but I see our student body officers are still coming down. That's Jimmy Grimes, Madeline Rhodes, Aubie Patel, Maggie Clark, and George Fowler. They are over here setting up literally everything. They got this whole parade together. I see Aubie. They got the whole parade together. They're going to be running the pep rally later today.
And to wrap it all up, here comes the Brentwood Police Department, courtesy of the Brentwood Police Chief. And we are all grateful for what they do in protecting our community. And yeah, they're great.
Immensely. And they're here supervising and making sure everyone stays safe and on the sidewalks so no one's running into the road, etc. So we're extremely grateful that they're here for us always, but especially today.
Anna, what did you think about the homecoming floats this year?
I loved it. It was so sweet. There were several floats I enjoyed. Personally, I find the senior float the best, but that's just me.
I thought the junior float was better.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, looks like that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and be there at 7 o'clock, James C. Parker Stadium against Shelbyville.
Thank you, guys.